everyone, Kaminari here, and finally we're at the RWBY Volume 4 finale. Yes everyone, this is called No Safe Haven. It starts off with the Battle of the Horsemen. Turns out it was a fusion. It's just one Grimm, but it's a fusion. It has like the arms of like the horsemen, and then you got the horses legs and all that. This is the Grimm that destroys Kurayuri. That means Nora's and Ren's house or home. Anyway, they tried to find a safe place for Crow. Hopefully something brought light to the entire thing. And the battle was so harsh. Basically, they go around in circles, try to at least keep the guy busy before he discovered Crow and whatever. And it basically is the whole premise of the fight. It brought back a lot of strategy. It turns, for example, it was John whose sheath, not his shield, turns into a set of blades thanks to Pura. Remember, Pura has been gone, and this is her legacy within Jean. And how Nora Valkyrie uses her death-defying feat of knocking the horse's head, and Ren using his calm mind semblance to help Jean out. And it was amazing the way it was orchestrated, how it was choreographed, how the choreography worked very well. Yes, I say choreography, but it's not considered a dance, more of a fight sequence. At the end of the fight, it was Ren who did the final blow. How do they defeat the Grimm is very simple. RWBY and Jean pinned down the arms. It was Nora using her heavy hammer and her falls to knock and pin down the horse's head. With this Grimm all pinned down, Ren said, "This is for my mother." Slice one arm. "This is for my father." He sliced up the other arm. "This is for all you've slain," meaning everyone else. He caught the torso. And finally, "This is for me," and he cut off the head. That was amazing. Now, there were some bits and sequences, but this is actually due to the letter that RWBY written. Of course, they've gotten help by passerbyers, and they took them to Minstrel. Whereas they're going to meet with another character. Tyrion is one of just the tip of the iceberg. Now we have the good doctor getting involved. Anyway, well, not the good doctor, the bad doctor. I can't remember his name, but he is the doctor. The bastard who works for Salem. Anyway, yes, at the other half of the episode, RWBY actually written a letter. It was meant for Yang. Believe it or not, Yang was ready to leave. And there's some nice, good concept art with Yang. She's no longer in her, I call it frumpy outfit with her baggy pants, tank top and all. She's in kind of like a very, like, pair of pants, her signature boot. Instead of her yellow bandana on her knee, it was her, a purple one. And she still have her arm. It looks like it's gloved, but it's not. And she looked completely badass. She still has her bumblebee, aka her motorcycle. She is gone to Minstrel, by the looks of it. Now it pictures Blake getting ready to go to Minstrel to take on the White Fang. This time just to take back White Fang. And then you got Weiss hopping aboard, spending all that much credit. I don't know how much she gave. I don't know how much money she gave to him, but just enough to get her aboard one of the airships and to leave for Minstrel as well. And of course, at the end, pretty much at the end of the episode, Crow wakes up. I forgot what he said, but it was phenomenal. And then you see the good doctor at the very end saying, I'm glad that the good professor has been hospitable, meaning he pretty much is treating the good doctor as a guest. And then you see Oscar on the train heading to Miss Roswell. So, to be fair, this is a good episode to tie loose ends of this season. And it was beautiful. What do I think of the episode? Well done. I do admit, Monty did a wonderful work. Well, he didn't do it per se, but Rooster Teeth and the Team RWBY, the production crew, did a wonderful job of it. I thought that Ren was going to die. I thought Nora was going to die. I thought Crow was going to die. I was like, no, not husbando. Okay, sorry. It's my weeaboo coming out. But all in stride. It was good. The best way to end a good season. It was short. It was sweet. But very direct. Now, allow me to what do I think of the entire season so far. Remember, this is the end of Volume 4. Volume 5 will not come back, won't be in until I think in September or November. I can't remember which. But, I can say this. You brought in more characters in. You brought in some of the lore, the places. You get to understand the characters, give them more room to grow. We did not see Winter more often. I wish we did see Winter and her partake in it. However, we got to meet Whitley and Jacques. I do not like those two, okay? Then you meet up the other characters such as Kieran. The Brute, I can't remember his name again, and then the Doctor. And then we get to see Salem as a character. We see Cinder grow, but not in a good way, but in a good way sense, but not as a good character, or like a good guy. She brought in some of her villainous ways and tried to better herself, but this is more or less her on a hiatus. We see her bits and pieces. We meet Oscar, a replacement for Osmond, and you get to meet Gira and Kali, and then other characters that will come into play in the next volume. This is more of a journey type of thing, but this is a journey of growth just for Blake. A journey to warn the headmaster to do such. This is how I believe Volume 4 is to me. Now, this is actually the signal to end my comic reviews of RWBY Volume 4 episodics. And also, there'll be another video explaining the month of February. thank you so much for watching my videos about RWBY. I know RWBY's been quite popular, and it's been my favorite series of Rooster Teeth because it is adventurous. It has comedic, has a lot of comedic moments. It's cute. It's funny. A lot of action. A lot of characters you can be attached to. Makes you feel like you can level with the characters. Relatable characters. Also, since we're on the subject of the whole thing, I would like to make just a bit of well, not really an announcement, but it's actually no news. It's been 2 years since the late Monty well, of course, Monty passed away. It was, as of a few days ago, marked the 2nd anniversary. What better way to celebrate his life after since 2 years of his death by ending Volume 4. And that's how I see it. Now, if you don't remember, Monty plays the voice of Ren originally. His brother Neith does the voice, and actually he did a really good job on it, and I personally loved it. And to be frank, this is like the best way to point out RWBY as a whole, and he did so much as a storyteller. Since he's gone, we felt, as a fan, I felt that we have lost a close friend, and I understand. And it's really hard. It's like losing, let's say, it's like losing someone very close, like your family member or best friend. And it's sad to say, but it's not that. And I am proud to be a fan of RWBY. Thank you so much for everything, watching and enduring these past 3 months of reviewing. 3 months. Now, I'll do my ending. If you love my content so much, please like, subscribe, book me on social media, and comment below. No negative comments, okay? Deal? Alright then. Thank you so much, and I appreciate it. We did so much. RWBY has ended. For now. Now, I'll get to review something else. Anyway, this is Kaminari Farron, and I bid you a farewell. And have a good day.